If you want to buy cheap FIFA 20 Ultimate Team coins, go and check out MMOPO.com and use the discount code EGHD for 8% off your order. Yes guys, welcome back to the Road to Glory today. As you can see on the screen, well, we might have not seen it so quickly, but we are playing FUT Champions on the Road to Glory, and for the first time ever, we are playing all 30 games. You just saw my team there. It has been playing amazingly. We will cover some of the team stuff after I show you the games, but we were 20 wins with 5 games left in FUT Champions, which is obviously, that means we can still hit Elite 2 with 25 wins. If we get 24 wins, we get an extra player pick with 88 rated guaranteed player. And obviously if we get Elite 3, that's very good rewards anyway, especially for this Road to Glory account, because it's the first time we're actually playing all 30 games. Now, I got the luckiest start. I'll put my hands up, got the luckiest start, went into a game, and some guy was obviously finished his games and was like, I'm going to give the last win or the last 2 games, whatever he's doing to whoever he comes up against with a bronze team. I was like, this is it. This is my weekend. All I need to do now is win 3 more games to get an extra 88 rated guaranteed pick. So obviously we're going to open up my 87 plus pick today. We haven't opened that on the Road to Glory, so make sure you stay for that. But we went into the next game and we did have a bit of a mare defensively. The goals we were conceding were very basic, but we were determined. It's only the first half still, coming up to the 30-minute mark, and we get ourselves back in the game, giving ourselves a bit of momentum. Oh, only including this clip here of Ziyech, because that long pass, have you seen anything as beautiful as that? He's become, honestly, I've fallen in love with this player. He's become one of my favourite players that I've got in my club, at least my favourite untradeable player, right? He was, I wasn't sure about him at first because I was using him as a super sub and he wasn't getting the chemistry boost from the Sniper Chem style. But with the Sniper Chem style, he's amazing. Absolutely love him. We'll talk about him more in the future. But we go 3-1 down. We're going into the back end of the second half here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying not to panic too much as he's putting, obviously, I think he must have pressure on heavy touch there. And I made a mistake and basically passed it to him and he had a free shot of goal. And I mean, things like that happen, man, but it's still 66 minutes. I know that this formation, this custom tactics setting I have, I can get 3 or 4 goals very quickly, especially towards the end of the game, especially as he was playing pressure on heavy touch, but it was not to be. I conceded from a corner and I rage quit. I think it's my only rage quit this weekend, but when you concede a header, like it's FIFA 14 or FIFA 13 or whatever game headers were like ridiculous, that is for me the time to leave when you're losing like 5-2, you know, and it's just not, you're not going to come back, because all the players that you play right at the end when you're trying to get Elite 2 or Elite 1 like that, well, yeah, around the Elite stage, everyone is so good. Like if you go 5-2 down and you've got 30 minutes remaining, the chance of you winning that game or even getting back to extra time is like 1%. Like people don't mess up at that point. But the next game, we had a bad start. Again, defensively, I made an error. I think it was Lengley or Hierro. Both of them are sometimes a bit dodgy at passing, but obviously it was my fault. And I went down here. But you can see a nice little bit of patience here. Waka Waka into Ziyech, and he slips. I don't know why he slipped instead of taking a shot, but I guess it was a little bit too far out from him. I'm going to include some clips that aren't actually goals. I think it kind of builds up the game a little bit more. You can kind of see what's going on in the game. But this is what this guy decided to do from the 38th minute onwards at 1-0 up. Obviously, he's probably going for a 24 win as well to get his 88 rated pick. I can kind of understand his mindset of like, he wants to win the game so bad, but I personally would never do this at this stage of the game. Like, it has to be over 60 minutes before I even think about trying to play any kind of possession. And even when I'm trying to play possession, I don't do it this badly. Now, obviously, I'm in 4-2-3-1. I have 4 depth, so I don't know why my team was sitting back this bad. But obviously, this is going to anger me. This is going to mean I'm just going to go on the attack now. Changed my custom tactic again. I think I went to 4-3-1-2, pressure on heavy touch, and all my players started to help me getting forward. You can see that I'm getting opportunities now, and I think it's so dangerous to start passing around the back when you've only got a 1-goal lead at such an early point in the game, because when you do actually get back to level terms, or that they get back to level terms, you, for some reason, find it harder to construct a good attack. When you've just been passing around your defence and your midfield, all of a sudden now you've got to go and score. It feels weird. So like, I would never do it, because I feel like if someone gets back to level terms of me, I'm going to lose the game. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. But here you can see 80th minute. I'm not panicking. I'm saying, look, I'm 1-0 down still. I'm going to wait until an opportunity comes around. I know it will. Orsic comes up and delivers. By the way, guys, 84 rated Orsic. He's going to be upgraded to 86 after today. His team got 4 wins in a row, so we're going to get an 86 rated version of him, as if he needs to be more OP than he already is. And of course, we kept going and going and going. Exactly what I was saying. he found it hard to get out of his third, honestly. As soon as he started doing that, of course I shushed him. Of course I shushed him, because he was doing that for so long, passing around the back. Eventually we got it, but you can see here, one of the attacks in that game, which I missed very early on, was actually a shot which was on target, but I just went wide. And that's not showing you like Malin being bad, I just wanted to show you that sometimes I miss a shot when really, yeah, I might have taken the wrong type of shot. Maybe it shouldn't have been a power shot, maybe I should have heel-to-heel flicked or done some kind of skill move around him, but that's the way that FIFA works. But here, lovely dribbling from Dembele. This is just a normal Dembele, guys. Remember, this is the road to glory. All these players are cheap, I would say, and affordable. You know, Ziyech, I think, is probably our best player, 90 rated. If he was on the market, he's in the Eredivisie, so maybe not too expensive, but yeah, he's probably our best player. But that's why I love a CDM that can pass, guys. You can see that threaded through ball there, gave me an opportunity. I don't quite make anything of it. Got a little bit unlucky with the way that Malin was basically in front of goal, and I pressed shoot, and he basically like side foots it, like taps it. He really needs to put some more power on it. But you can see here, my build-up play this weekend, I really enjoyed this team because they all have 5-star skills apart from Ziyech. Actually, no, sorry, apart from Marlon. Yeah, he's been amazing. Here, extra time, 1-1. He goes for a random over-the-top through ball. What did I do? I tried to pass it across and he sweats it. I mean, fair play, but that was annoying. We get a similar opportunity. He messes up in the defence. Orsic again, extra time, coming up clutch, man. This guy's a lifesaver. He's got 4-star weak foot, I think, and 3-star skills, which is obviously good for situations like that. First time with his weak foot, and again we steal the ball, steal the first part of extra time. 1-2 with James, go for a shot, rebounds back to me, and I get very, very lucky. But this is one of the games where I feel like I deserve to have that luck because I've definitely been the more composed player. I definitely created more opportunities from actual good passing situations. And here, this is an example. I could be going back to my defence right now and passing around, but I said, you know what? I'll keep the ball, and if there's a pass I can make, I'll pass it off. I'll pass it off. But I'm still going to keep it in your half. I don't want to be counter-attacked from my defence. So, again, we worked the opportunity and we buried the ball. And you can see here 23 games, 23 wins, sorry, with 1 game remaining. It all comes down to this. Obviously, I've secured Elite 3. I've got that 87 plus pack. This game means I get 1 guaranteed 88 plus pack. So this effectively, I'd say, if there was an SBC release with a guaranteed 88 plus, you're probably looking at 100 or 200k to complete that, no? Or maybe, well, I'd say about 100k, maybe 80 to 120k to complete this. So this game was big, right? We started off terribly. I mean, you're not going to play any jokes around this point. I mean, you're going to be lucky to get someone that's like gold 3 standards at this point. Everyone's very good. I went 1-0 down and I said, look, start this game how you mean to end it. Just keep composed and work an opportunity, and that's what I was doing. Like, he was obviously sat back. You could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men in, you know, around the box basically, and I had to really figure out a way to score. You can see here trying to pull it back, and then Promes create some space, first time shot, and I'm back in 20 minutes in. That really calmed me down because I had the ball for such a long period of time and I felt a little bit untouchable. But I didn't take long. Like here, you can see I'm using Ziyech. I'm actually inviting him in to make a pass. This is the way that I was defending a lot this weekend. I was getting to the point where I was like, why am I selecting players to make a tackle and then just opening up an avenue for him to pass into? So I was trying to use Ziyech until I'll grab my CDM or my centre back when I need to make that interception manually. But we go 3-1 down just before half time as well. And I think I lost the ball when I should have tried to keep the ball before the end of first half. And here, Del Piero started the second half. It's all crumbling. Del Piero is the best icon swaps 2 pick. Maybe SCN is a competitor, but Del Piero, I've said it in a video on my main channel. Del Piero's shooting is probably the best shooting I've ever used on this game. His finesse shots are actually broken, especially on the edge of the box. And you can see that from that shot earlier, about 30 seconds ago. I'm still talking about it. But yeah, 4-2. We're still in the game. Lovely back heel from Osimhen. Did not expect that. Osimhen is not really a passer, you know. He's one of those strong players, fast. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Wasn't expecting a back heel. And this was one of those games where I can tell this guy's a great player, but at the same time, I can tell that everything's going for him as well. Another game that Osimhen pass would have just fallen straight to me. It would have been inaccurate, but it was working for him. It's now 5-3. I get one last opportunity to bring it back to 5-4. I'd say this is a pretty good effort. At competing. I mean, considering how bad we started this off and we were always losing in this game, we kept going. We didn't rage quit like we did earlier on in this game. Unfortunately, like, this guy didn't do too much passing around the back. At this point, I don't blame him. You know, just count the clock down. It's only two more minutes. And that's it, unfortunately, guys. So we just missed out on the 88 rated guaranteed pack. But we gave it a good try. At the end of the day, it's the Road to Glory team. If I had a better team, maybe we could have got 24, 25 wins. But that's how it is. So guys, after that long graft of completing all 30 games this weekend, I'm really happy with this team, the way it performed, and it's a team that's very cheap, so I recommend building this squad if you guys have a player moment Ziyech. I don't think his team in the group stage card or whatever, I think it's an 87 rated card, I don't think that card would be anything like this one because he gets like an extra plus 15 shooting or something ridiculous, but it was so fun to use, having a 5-star skiller in all of the cam positions. So if we go to 4-2-3-1, you can see I had a 5-star skiller in every cam position. Marlon up top with like 97 pace. It just clicks really well. The 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot was a down point, but that is why he's so cheap. I think he's still going down in price, like 90 to 80,000 coins, maybe even less, depends which console you're on. But I'm not sure if we're going to do 30 games of Weekend League again unless they give us some more guaranteed picks, because you might have noticed I actually haven't uploaded any videos to my main channel, and the reason why is because I've been so busy completing these games. Like, I must have played FIFA for like between 8 and 10 hours just completing Weekend League games. Normally I play just till gold free, and that takes me like 3 or 4 hours because you get a lot of rage quits, especially on like a Sunday trying to get to gold free. So I enjoyed it, but at the same time I won't be doing this again unless we get something sick. So let's go and redeem our player pick. So FUT Player Days Weekend League, 18 wins. As you can see, only 1 win away from that 24. So unlucky. Well, I don't know if it's unlucky. Like, the guy we lost to at the end was a great player, but it is time to pick our 87 plus player. There is so many players we could get. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't expect much from this because we usually do get bad things from these picks. I don't think I've had a good red in my club. Like, I haven't got a red player that I actually use in any of my teams so far. I'd be happy with something like, you know, a Mane, a Ben Yedder maybe, but, you know, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, these players, I don't expect to get any of them. So here we go, man. Like, I'm actually a little bit nervous for this. But anyway, here we go. Come on. 88, oh no! You know what? This is I'm a little bit disappointed. I am a little bit disappointed. I would be lying if I didn't say that. But at the same time, this is the best version of De Jong. Obviously, his 85 card we've been using a lot. He links with Dembele, he links with Lenglet. This is the same as his one to watch. So this is a very usable card. But I'm just disappointed because I can literally go and buy him off the market for like 100,000 coins. And the other two players are basically discard value for their rating. So the thing is, he's got some nice passing stats, but De Jong can also defend. So it's just a no-brainer, isn't it? It's a no-brainer. We're going to have to pick De Jong. And you know what? We are going to get quite a bit of usage out of this player because the 85 has been so good for us. So we could go and sell our De Jong as well, get some coins back, and then put this guy into our squad. So out with the gold and then in with the red. The only problem with this is now I have to go and buy a Shadow Chem Style, and Shadow Chem Styles aren't cheap unless I have one in my club already, which I don't. I do have an Anchor, but I think a Shadow is needed. I've been using him with a Shadow this whole time, so we're going to go get a Shadow. We've also got these CONMEBOL packs with the Bog-Off pack, so we should be getting some, I was going to say, good prices for a Shadow, but what? They are so expensive. Oh my god. What? 20 what? Oh my, no way are they 30k. Are they extinct? I swear like this is the max price. They're extinct. They're actually extinct. So we're going to have to buy a Shadow for him another time, or maybe we can just use an Anchor. But I really enjoy this team, and obviously from Barcelona, when I get Messi at some point, De Jong's going to link into Messi so we can use him. And I really enjoyed using him as a CDM this weekend because he has that good dribbling, the good passing. I am a little bit disappointed with his finishing, but he still scored quite a few important goals actually, which you didn't see at the start of the video because they were in the first like 25 games. But yeah, man, that's it unfortunately. So we're going to have obviously Elite 3 rewards, which let me just remind myself what they are. So for Elite 3, we're going to get 70,000 coins, a Premium Team of the Week pack, a Jumbo Rare Players pack, so a 100k pack, and then we're going to get 3 picks between 1 and 5 players. So this is the best we've ever had on the Road to Glory, so hopefully it's a good Team of the Week and we can get some good picks this Thursday. Now guys, obviously today we have had some SBCs released. Yesterday was Flashback Marcelo Diaz. Today we have Player Moment Sandro, and as you can see, there is no time limit, so you can complete this the same as Sergio Ramos, Leroy Sané, Player Moments Hazard as well. Like, these are all players that you can just do at any time. And if we have a look at the requirements, it's an 86 rated squad, two 86 rated squads that have no other requirements really, and then one with a team of the week. Well, you know, obviously Brazil player, that's going to be easy. But overall, you're looking at about 350 to about 400,000 coins. Now, this card looks solid, looks very, very good. 91 pace, 89 defending, 91 physical. Now, 99 stamina, 86 strength, 91 aggression. Like, no one's going to be pushing him around. His gold card already was very strong. The problem that I found with it is sometimes his acceleration, his speed was a little bit too slow, and he did turn quite slow sometimes. But now he's got 84 agility, 83 balance, and 87 dribbling. So when he's on the ball, he's also got a passing increase as well. 90 short passing with a 78 vision. This card is legit. This is probably, I'd say, an end card for most people. Maybe not someone that's going to be, you know, building a squad that's like over 10 million coins. But for most people, if you plan to have like 5 million coin team by the end of FIFA, you probably look at this is like a go-to left back. There's only a handful of players that are going to be better than Sandro, and that is Team Robertson, maybe the primes and prime moments of like Roberto Carlos, Zambrotta, and also maybe a Zanetti, but I feel like a Zanetti might be on the same page as someone like an Alex Sandro. But the good thing about this card is, obviously, especially with like Ramos being as a right back, you can start him as a right back and then move him to CDM if you want. If you actually pack a left back that's better, or I don't know, like if you want to change your team in the future, you don't have to actually play Alex Sandro just as a left back. He would make a really good CDM at the same time. So let's have a quick look at the actual price. So you can see here it's going for about, well, 340 on Xbox and 360 on PlayStation. Sometimes this takes a little while to update because it takes like a few hours for a card to update the price on the website. So I reckon it's about 350, 360 on these consoles, and then about 380 to 390 on PC, because it's slightly more on PC. I think this is a pretty decent price. It's not cheap. This isn't something that you should rush to do. I think this is something like an SBC that you should only do if you have quite a lot of fodder, quite a lot of untradables that you want to get rid of to free up some of your club, basically. I don't think this is someone that you say, right, let me pay 400,000 coins and get a left back. Like, because there are some left backs in this game which you can go out and buy, which are going to do quite similar jobs, but then you can just go and sell them after. Do you see what I mean? Now, something else we haven't really talked about is the links that Sandro gets. So if we go to Juventus, obviously we have Ronaldo. We have him as a left wing as well, so his in-form Ronaldo. This is going to get cheaper over time. We also have Dybala as well. We also have a Delict, which obviously the Team Year version is probably one of the better centre-backs in this game behind Van Dijk. So as far as links goes, guys, you can actually link to some end-game players with this card. So it's definitely one that I recommend doing if you've got the fodder to start doing it. Now, let's actually have a look at some of his in-game stats. So first things first, does he have any traits? There's only one, which is CPU only, so not really. So he's got 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. That's not the best. I've been using Zambrotta with his 5-star weak foot, and it's been so handy. But at the same time, if you're playing him on the left side, it's absolutely fine. Now, his in-game stats are already solid. You could probably go with quite a few different chem styles. I'd probably say Shadow is the best one because it really boosts his pace and obviously his defending stats, which pretty much maxes out his defending. Well, 96 defending is very high for a wing-back, and his physicality, 99 stamina, man, with that strength. Like, this is a solid card. His passing is not really bad. His dribbling is good. Like, I think Shadow is just the go-to. Of course, you could go Anchor if you want, but he's already strong enough, especially, as I said, for a left-back. You don't need to have an immense strength for a wing-back. So, unfortunately, I don't actually have enough in my club right now to really, like, throw away some fodder for Alex Sandro. I do have an actual Alex Sandro. So, as you can see, we do have a first-owner untradeable here, Alex Sandro, but we're going to wait before we actually get rid of him. We're going to make sure that we send him off as we get an Alex Sandro in return, because this Sandro is important to me because I've got Felipe Anderson playing left mid, and he obviously ties into Tomiyasu as well, which are both untradeable storyline players. So I want to keep these teams and keep these players in my club as long as possible, unless I'm upgrading to a better version. So I'm going to save him for the big one. Anyway, guys, let's have a quick recap of how far away I am at completing the level 30. So we're 4,000 XP away now from getting our Kovacic. I'm pretty set on getting Kovacic now. So let's quickly scroll down and show you which challenges I need to complete. We actually have Week 5 and Week 6 gold. Only one challenge is complete, so we've got loads of XP to get, and I'm going to be playing rivals throughout the week, and I've got two options, right? I can either try to complete Osimhen and upgrade his 85 rated card to an 88, and I think his card is much more usable than the other option. But look at that, 94 pace, 90 shooting, 88 dribbling. Like, this card from the 85 to the 88 is massive. Like, there's a huge difference between those stats, right? Or do I spend the next few days before season 4 actually expires? Do I spend this time trying to complete Joe, who is more of a, it's a good card, but it's not a card from a top 5 league. It's a good nationality, but again, like, I would rather use like a Lucas in my squad than a Joe, just simply because of the stats. He's quite a low balance player, and low balance isn't really the meta. He is quite fast, but it's mostly top speed. So I feel like Osimhen is probably the better card, but at the same time, these challenges are probably harder as well. Score 2 goals in 7 separate rival wins. These other ones, like score 6 finesse shots, score a header. I think score a header will just come naturally. I know some people had trouble with this, but I don't know, man. Like, this could be very difficult. I don't know what to do. Get Joe or get Osimhen? Please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've got an Osimhen, and if you've done Joe already, which player would you say is better for your squads? The other thing to remember is Osimhen actually gets 4-star skills. His other one has only got 3-star skills. And we've also got Kalu in our club to link with him, and we can buy Okone. Like, there's so many more options with Osimhen. So anyway, guys, I've been waffling for too much. If you're new round here, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And before you leave, drop a like on the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you got in your player picks as well, your 87 rated plus one and your 88 rated plus, if any of you completed that. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.